Hello friends, today in this tutorial I'll be telling you a new service that I deployed on my website freemediatools.com. So this lets you crop images whenever you preview inside the browser. So this is a service here, crop image. If you go to this service here, this has a very simple interface. I have given the link in the video description if you want to go to try this service. Simply you will upload your image file. Let me select PNG file here. You can select any image file type here, PNG, JPG, GIF, all that stuff. So you will see, you will get this interface. Now you will simply crop this image to whatever dimensions you want here, width and height. You can resize it like this with this UI control. Simply how much portion of the image you want to crop. After cropping it, simply click on save. Now it will have this image here. You can right click on the image, save image as, or you can click the download button to download image as an attachment. Now you have successfully cropped this image here. This is a very simple application that we will be building in this tutorial. I have made use of a JavaScript library which is Cropper.js. So with the help of that library, we are simply making this application. And let me just show you a full image here. I have this image inside my website here, procodestore.com. So let me just show you an example of a human image. So that you can just see here how to crop this. So it is very simple. You can change this image to any image of your choice like this. Simply click save again. So you will see now it will once again. So now you can see if I have this image here, if I save this image, and now if I want to grab this image here, go to the downloads directory. So it is just downloading it. So just wait here. So now the image is successfully downloaded. Let me grab this image that I downloaded. So now you will see this is a very large image. So now if you want to crop this image, you can see now you can crop this like this. Simply crop the portion, whatever portion that you want here simply. And now simply click the, you can also zoom this also by the using mouse here like this. Zooming functionality is also available to you. And you can see here how you can do that. Like this, and simply after selecting it, click save, and now your image will be saved here. And now you can download the image like this, save this image. That's it. If you open this, your image is successfully cropped. So the link will be there inside video description of the service if you want to try out. And if you want to download full source code of this application, I have given the full source code in my blog post. So there are two links available. First is my blog post, and second is the service which I deployed on my website freemediatools.com. So now to get started, guys, I will go to my desktop directory, and I will make a new directory here. Go to CMD and make a new directory, crop image project. I will cd into this crop image project. I will open this inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So basically inside this, whatever you need a very simple index.html file here. So we are not using any sort of server-side code here. We are just using client-side code here. Simply change the title Cropper.js library to crop images. That's it. And now, guys, what you need to do is that either you can search for this library on Google, Cropper.js. Simply search this, and they have their own website here. You can see this is the official website of this library. You can try more options here. You can read the documentation, how this library works, and you can also build some more applications, whatever you like to do. And you can just search for their CDN, which content delivery network, or you can go to my blog post here. Simply you need to grab the bootstrap. We are also using bootstrap here. So simply after the title, paste all these CSS tag and the bootstrap CSS. That's it. And also we also need the JSS part also of this library Cropper.js. So simply after the body, paste the JavaScript part as well. So we have copy pasted the CSS part and the JS part also. So after that, guys, what you need to do is that we will write all this code from scratch. So don't worry, I will explain each and every code in detail. So now inside this, we will have the div container class of Bootstrap. Inside this, we will have the heading in the center position. That is crop image in JavaScript. And after that, we will be having a form group class. And again, we will be giving container class of Bootstrap. And inside this, we will have input element of type file, and we will be giving a ID element to it of file dash input. And this should be required because here we will be uploading the image file. So it will only accept the image file. So we will say image slash star. So it will only just accept the images. And here we can also put a label, upload image file. That's it. So basically, if you now open this, open with live server, now we will have the simple input. Now it will only allow us to upload image files by default. And one thing we are missing, we need to attach the form control class of Bootstrap. So simply attach this, and now you will see it will add this styling part to it. So now after this, guys, what we need to do is that we also need to another div we need to have, which is box2. So we will be styling it later on it, and inside this we will have a class once again of result. So just write this markup here. We will be styling it whenever we write the style sheet code. After that, we will be having another div here, which will be having the class of box2. So inside this class, we will be displaying our resultant image, which will be there, image dash result dash height. So all these classes we need to write here. Inside this div, we will be displaying the resultant image, and the resultant image will be having the class of cropped. So this is a custom class that I have given to it. So I will write the CSS part here later on. The source will be empty for now when we load the image here. After this div, guys, we will once again have another div which will be having the class of box. And inside this, we will have another div which will have the class of options and height. And now we will be giving a label to it, which will be for the width. So here we can provide the width of the image. And here we will be having another input type, this time of number, input type of number, input type of number, and we also need to attach a ID to it. So no ID need no ID will be there. So we just need to have a class simply of image w, which stands for image width, and the default value will be 300, and the minimum will be 100, and the max will be around 1000. That's it, or make it 1200. So you can change this value accordingly, whatever value that you want. So after that, guys, we will have a simple button to basically save this image. So button, the label will be simply save, and whenever you click this button, we will be cropping the image dynamically. So we need to attach the class which is button dash save, or button save height. So now if you open your markup here, your markup will something look like this here, like this. So inside this, guys, what we need to do is now, after that, we will have a simple, after this button, we will have a download href tag here. So we need to attach a class here, which will be button download height. So hide is a bootstrap class which lets you hide the elements. So inside this we will be having download. So basically if I remove this here, hide class, you will see the hide will be shown to us. So basically hide is a bootstrap class which lets you hide the elements by default whenever you load the page for the very first time. So now this is the markup, guys. This is complete now. So now after the body we need to write some style sheet code here. So inside the style attribute, and first of all we will style the page class we have given to the element. So now we will write the CSS part, guys. So inside this page class, we need to attach a margin here. So margin here will be 1 auto, 1 auto. After that, we need to attach a max width of property of 768 pixel. And after that, we need to change the display property to flex. So after that, we need to align the items here, align items with, this needs to be flex start here. After that, flex wrap property needs to be wrap. After this property, height should be 100%. And then what we need to do is that we need to target the box class which we have given to the element. Inside this, we need to change the padding, which will be 0.5 em. And then we need to attach a width of 100%. And then we need to give it a margin of 0.5 em. That's it. And after that, we also need to style the box2 class which we have given to the element. And inside this, we also need to give it a padding of 0.5 em. And we need to give it a width, and we will use the calculate method of CSS, which lets you dynamically calculate the width 100% divided by 2 minus 1 em. So this will calculate the width in a very dynamic manner here, like this. So after that, we will be targeting the options class that we have given here, option class and the label element, comma, and also we will be targeting the input options once again. And inside this, we have the input elements here. So we need to have the width property, which will be equal to 4 em. And after that, we also need to have the padding property, which needs to be 0.5 em, 1 em. So just attach this. And lastly, we need to decorate the button here, guys. So basically, if I look it in the browser, you will see nothing will be there because we haven't shown the button in the screen here. So for the button, guys, what we need to do is that we need to attach some properties. Background will be white here. Color will be black. Border will be equal to 1 pixel solid black. We will be giving a padding of 0.5 em, 1 em. Text decoration, we need to remove it. So we will say text decoration none. Margin, we will say 0.8 em, 0.3 em. And display property, we will change here to inline block. And cursor, we will change the cursor position to pointer. So whenever we hover onto the button, this will change to a pointer. And then we will change the height class here we have given to it. And this will be display none. That's it. And lastly, we will target the image element. And we will calculate the maximum width. We will set it, this property, to be 100%. And this is all the CSS that we want, guys. So you will not see anything here apart from this input field. So now we simply need to write. Now, guys, we will write the JavaScript code for this application. It is very simple. Go to the blog post link here, and you need to get all the references that we have given inside the markup here. So we have given the ID to each and every element here. If you show here, you will see. Let me copy this code here. So I will explain you this code here. If I just write here the script tag and close it, so simply paste it. So we are getting references of all the element here. So we are not using jQuery, so we are using vanilla JavaScript result. So we have given the class result here, if you have seen here. So basically we are targeting elements by their classes. So we have given the class here, which is result. So then we are targeting the image result class here. We have again given this class here to the image element. Image result, you will see we have given image result. We are targeting this div. Then we are targeting the image w class, which we have given to the image element. You will see image w, you will see this input field. Then we are targeting the image height. I also have given this also. If you see image height, if I search, then we are targeting options, save button. So we have given the save here. You will see save class, download class. You will see cropped file input, all that stuff. We have given this file input ID. We have attached to it. You will see file input ID. So after declaring all this, guys, we will be now be checking for the on change event whenever we select the image here. So basically we have a event which we can listen for, which is on change. So this callback function will automatically trigger and we can listen for it, and you can console log the result. So basically what we can do is that if I check here, inspect element and go to the console here, if I select any sort of image here, you will see I have selected this image and this trigger this event here. This contains all the information regarding this path. It also contains the path as well. You will see path of the image like this. Now what we want is that if I go to the video description, if you go, you can see we need to upload this file here. So simply we need to make use of file reader. So I will just paste this code here, which will let you preview the image inside the browser. Simply paste this code. So I will explain you what is happening. We are using file reader class here. We are invoking a new reference of it, storing in the variable reader. Then we are checking for the reader on load event. Inside it, we are passing the event. And then we are checking if e.target.result has a value attached to it. Then we are creating a dynamic image element, attaching the ID to it of image, attaching the image source element to e.target.result, and then clean the result, which is result inner HTML, result.append child image. So inside this, you will see this image class. Inside this result here, we are dynamically putting this image element here, which is image element. We have given the ID to it of image, and save.class, we are removing the height class from the save button by using this line of code, save.class list dot remove. And then we are also removing from the options as well. And then we are showing, we are initializing the cropper library, passing this image. That's it. If I basically now open this image, any image, you will see now this cropper will functionality will be there. And if you click save, nothing will happen because we haven't binded any value here. We need to crop this. So the cropping functionality is there. So basically now you can crop your image accordingly. You can zoom it. You can crop the portion, whatever portion that you want here, like this. And now we simply need to put the save button. So whenever we hit the save button, we need to actually crop the image. So we have get the reference to the save button here, which is in save button here. So we will say save dot add event listener, click. So basically, if you also follow my blog post, you will see after that save, this event will automatically trigger E. So after that, what we need to do is that we first of all need to prevent the auto submission of the form by e.prevent default. And then what we need to do is that we need to initialize our get result of the data URI. So this is the actual logic of the application, guys. If I paste it, so basically we are declaring a new image source element, and we are actually using the Cropper.js, and this contains a method here which is get cropped canvas, and then we are providing the width which the image width dot value has input value attached to it, and then we are converting it to the data URL property. That's it. Basically, if you just console log it, you will see what I am talking about. Sorry, image source. So this is base 64 code here of the image. If you of the cropped image, if I now open this image, and now basically after cropping it, click on save. And now basically if you see the console here, you will see all this garbage code. It is the base 64 code of a image. Now with the help of this base 64 code, we can let the user download the image in the browser itself by using this download button. If you click this button, the image will be downloaded as an attachment. So for this functionality, what we need to do is that we need to remove the hide class of we need this crop button, and simply copy paste this code here. Simply after that, I will copy paste it. You will see now I will explain you what is happening here. We are first of all removing the hide button class from both cropped portion and image result portion. And then we are showing the cropped source to image source. And then we are removing the download. We are showing the download button by removing the hide class. We are giving an image name here, which is image name.png. You can change this name to any name of your choice. And then we are just downloading the file as attachment. That's it. And if you refresh the application now, what will happen is that if I choose a file here, this is, you can see now this image is there. Click on save. Now you will see the image is successfully cropped. You can open images, new tab. This is the base 64 code here, and simply click on again download. The image is downloaded here, you will see. So this is a very simple image cropping kind of application that we have built inside the browser using Cropper.js library, and no server side code is involved here. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. If you want to download all the source code, you can go to the video description link and download all the source code, and you can also check out the free demo on my website freemediatools.com. I have also given this link of the service in the video description. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and comment on this video, and thanks very much for watching this video.